We better get back, because it'll be dark soon, and they mostly come at night. Mostly.
T-Bone's Best of Roanoke show. Music, comedy, and conversation featuring HB. The Honey Badger.
Honey Badger don't care.
Now, on with the show.
HB, I've always liked the Chupacabras ever since I saw them that first night. And the reason I like them is just like what you said. When you hear them play, every song surprises you when you hear it for the first time. Am I right?
Yes, you're right.
Guess what? We're in the belly of the beast tonight, my friend. It's a little dark outside, and I smell a chupacabra coming.
Oh.
That's Patrick.
Sorry, and fellas, welcome to the show, T-Bone's Best of Roanoke show. We have, I would say, 6 of the best-looking chupacabras I've ever seen.
7.
Yeah.
There's only 6 that are good looking here. I wanted everyone to feel included. You know what I mean? Of course. Thanks for having us.
Oh, yeah, we're glad to do it. So let's go around and see who these chupacabras are. We'll start with this young man right here.
All right, well, my name is Chris, and I'm really just a drummer, to tell you the truth.
Just a drummer.
I love music, of course, but I am the drummer, and I try to bring a little bit of the wild spirit to the animated shows that we do. I think entertainment should be something that is not just for you, but for the audience. That's why you're there, to kind of connect with the audience. So that's me.
That's entertainment.
All right. Yeah.
All right, who we got next?
I'm Brock. I play guitar and bari sax and do strange things with my feet.
He'll walk on your back for $1.50.
Good to know. Next.
Pete Medina from Puerto Rico.
Hey, Pete.
All right.
We do a little Afro-Cuban percussion, and we get it moving.
Tell me where you grew up, Pete.
Yes. Chupacabra was sighted in 1995 in Puerto Rico.
That was you, huh? You saw it first.
A small town.
We got a regular Benjamin Button in my house.
Small town, Cabanova. So ever since then, we've been traveling. We've been doing all kinds of stuff around the world.
Well, that brings up a good point. Chupacabra, the name. I was telling HB about it, and he said he's got a brother-in-law who's from Mexico, or he went to Mexico.
He lived in
there,
Mexico
he knew
for
about
13 years.
chupacabras.
Yes, he knew exactly what that was.
They used to eat them on Sundays. You know how those Catholics are. I swear. It's traditional Sunday dinner right there, man.
Well, who we have next in the chupacabras?
I'm Jeff. I play bass with these guys and tell the jokes.
Quintessential bass.
Face.
The dirty jokes.
The quintessential bass face.
The resting bass.
Yeah, Jeff's the what do I call it? The quintessential bassist
In the Roanoke Valley.
in the Roanoke Valley, because the bass is such a driving force in the music, and it's so understated. You feel good and you feel great, but you don't know why. It's because of the bass. And Jeff's character, I believe, is kind of like that as well.
Way to go.
Yeah. All right.
Next.
I am Justin. Justin Pinkney, played tenor sax, a little bit of vocals.
All right.
Very good. How long you been in the band, Justin?
Well, since I'd say for a year.
As long as you can remember.
As long as I can remember.
That's a good answer. And does that leave us with the last but not the shortest?
not
There's
last.
one more?
No, we do have the shortest there.
There's 2 more.
Right here, and then we're gonna go to the tallest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, who's left?
Then tallest?
Yes.
Okay.
My name is Patrick, and I'm from the future, and I play trumpet and a synthesizer keyboard.
All right.
Well, now that we know what the future looks like.
Yeah.
Hold on to your head.
It's bright. The future's bright.
It's all downhill from here.
All right.
All right, and last but not least.
My name's Eric. I play also percussion in the group, djembe, bongos, and bells and whistles, as I like to say. All kinds of little accoutrements, to supplement and accent the music.
Well, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet
I
you.
hear they call you Big E.
Yeah.
Well, how would you guys define your music? Well, if no one's ever heard of the Chupacabras music before, how would you categorize it? Or is there a category for it?
I would say it's fun to love.
Fun to love.
You know what I mean? It's fun and love. It's like, I think that's the essence of good music.
I'll say this: every time I've seen you play, people spontaneously blow up. I mean, they start dancing.
That's right.
They start dancing.
Yeah, that goes back to the connection thing, I think, with our music. And some of the other guys can speak to the genres. We really are a melting pot of so many different styles with genre as well as, time periods. We just
Right.
play a little bit of everything that we love. It's very rhythmic. It's very horny with lots of horns.
A lot of drum and bass too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did say horny. You're supposed
You
to
did.
laugh at it.
Yeah,
I got
no,
it.
it's,
I don't
All right. It's alive. Thank you, Patrick.
Yeah.
And HB, you've seen them play before too.
Yes, and they had the place hopping. I mean, the music, like I say, you get surprised because a lot of the songs that y'all played, I hadn't heard done out in a club or a venue, and it was a real big surprise for me. I was excited. I loved every minute of it.
And you put I would say you put a Chupacabra twist on a lot of songs I've heard.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
That's old. I haven't heard for a long time.
Right.
But you put a twist on them. You make them your own.
We try to.
Now you do. We were at Martin's one night, and you guys did the theme from Get Smart.
Oh yeah.
Right. You wouldn't be expecting that, but you guys pulled it off.
Thank
All
you.
right, tell us about Lockin'. You're rocking for Lockin'. Now, what's this Lockin' thing? And you're in a battle of the bands, so that's a big thing coming up right on the horizon. Tell us about that.
So we're playing on March 2nd at the Warehouse Theater in Lynchburg, Virginia for the Rockin' to Lockin' contest. And we'll be competing with 3 other bands that night. And basically everybody that comes to see the performance gets 1 vote. And the 2 bands with the most votes will move on to the next round.
So we need to get the shuttle bus, the smart bus, and Amtrak to get as many Roanokers down there as possible.
Not this time.
So we've got you covered for that. Chupacabras have partnered up with a great new company in Roanoke called Eco Brew Tours. So they do these brewery tours in Roanoke, right? So they pick people up and they do this little brewery pub crawl of sorts, right? And so we partnered up with them. So they're providing us with a Sprinter van, and then they're taking people from Roanoke to Lynchburg and back after the show, free of charge. Now we have a little lottery going on our Facebook page right now. If people tag a friend, they can win a seat on the Sprinter van, so we can shuttle people to Lynchburg and vote for us and come back.
That is great.
Riding in style.
Right, meeting up at the Phoenix.
Yeah, we're going to be meeting
5th
up
Street,
here.
5th and Elm, with the big Phoenix mural on the side of the building. That's
Very
what
nice.
we'll be
5th and Elm, that's right.
And that's you can see more information Chupacabras official on Facebook, and of course chupacabrasmusic.com on our website. You can get all the info there.
Excellent. So the battle of the bands, you're competing against these other folks, and then if you get enough votes, you move on. What happens next?
The next round that's in Charlottesville.
Charlottesville
right?
on 420 at the
420.
Charlottesville Pavilion. So that'll be the final showdown with 6 bands, and from those 6, 3 will survive and make it to Lockin'.
Okay.
Again, it's voter based.
It is?
So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we'll have to crank up the
I mean, that's what
yeah.
they say. They say it's voter based, but I don't know.
Well, we
Today's
know some
world is a little
guys.
sucky.
We know some
There's a
guys.
little suck and jive going on now. I don't know. We're gonna give it our best shot, though. Right?
Yeah.
We're going to count all the Chads.
Well, I look forward to that.
And then, if you win that,
I mean, how much cheddar you got? You know what I'm saying?
you go to the Super Bowl, which is the Lockin'.
Which is Lockin'. Yeah, we get to play at the festival. So.
And where the heck is that?
That is in
That is
Arlington, Virginia.
Yeah, it is. Nelson County, Virginia, beautiful spot. Lockin's been around for I guess this will be. Gosh, I don't want to mess up. Maybe their 8th year. And they've had a lot of great acts, from Tom Petty to of course the Panic, and they're very dead centric, but they have a lot of great music, and it'd be a real hoot and a great honor to be able to turn the Lockin' crowd onto the Chupacabra sound for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have another show coming up, 5 Points Music. I've seen you there. I like that venue.
I do too. I love the acoustics in there. Actually, we kind of opened the new kind of like configuration of the band. Our first show was there last December.
Yep.
And it's one of those things where you go in and it's like, well, how are we going to sound? How is it going to be? And luckily, the venue was just so well put together, and the sound crew was great, and the lighting was great, and we killed it. It was a lot of fun.
You sure did.
Yeah, it's a lot of
and
fun.
you've got shows coming up, of course, at Parkway. You seem to do that a lot. You've got Down by Downtown, the big Blue Ridge Marathon.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That's going to be at Elmwood Park.
That's going to
Yeah.
be great with Rubble Bucket and Tank of the Bangas and Spafford. And a lot of the other great local bands, Dharma Bombs and Goat will be there, of course, and CHUPACABRAS, and yeah, a lot of great music.
And then after that, Floyd Fest.
Yeah, then we got
Yeah.
Floyd Fest. We're playing 3 nights there. Got some great sets. We are definitely a late night crowd, and people love to respond to that. Last year was really interesting. Patron surveys were telling us that their favorite band was CHUPACABRAS. So we love to get in front of as many audiences as we can and turn them on to what we do, which is really just have fun and bring
Be yourself.
Be yourself, and bring all the genres and love of your musical styles to this great, as I called it, melting pot of music, and it allows us to do whatever we do and do what we do the best we can because we love it.
And you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, do you have any music that you're going to be able to release later this year?
We're getting ready to start recording an EP of original music within the next month, and we're hoping to have that out by the summer. So for everybody's enjoyment.
You got a name for the album, or?
Not yet.
Yeah, we're going to work on that.
We're
Yeah,
working
we
on
actually,
it.
Brock has this great studio out in Franklin County. It's kind of secluded. I haven't been there, and I haven't seen pictures or anything, but what my imagination is telling me is this very secluded place, and we're all going to pretty much camp out there for a few days.
Yeah.
It's going to be
I'm
this
looking
little
forward to that, man.
incubator.
Yeah.
Chris is bringing a tent.
I've
I'm
been there.
bringing
I've
a tent
been there.
for
It's
sure.
pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I'm bringing
It's
the
pretty
portable
cool.
shower.
Awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Somebody
So-
bring a toothbrush.
Right.
Yeah, we'll share one. No,
Yeah.
not toothbrushes and towels. Don't touch them, guys. I'm telling you right now.
That's
Don't
rule number one.
don't touch them.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna camp out for this.
Until you
EP.
get it right.
Yeah, until we get it right. I mean,
All right.
it's
I
gonna
like
be
that.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about this band. We all do a lot of double duty. We're all in the music industry, so to speak, and locally and nationally and so forth and so on. And yeah, Brock, man, he's just been a beast coming into this group. And yeah, I can't wait to get to his studio. Patrick, of course, trumpet man, does double duty with sound reinforcement and engineering and recording, and he's brought both of these cats have brought a lot of original music. Very blessed to have him. Of course, Eric is a brand wizard. Give it up to him. The promotions for all you young bands out there too. It's so crucial, to develop not only the content of the music and your live performances and so forth, but to also understand what your vision is. And I think that's crucial, especially being in the world of promotions, which I am in, with buying talent for years and years and years.
Right.
It's part of the element of playing music. It's not just about the music. You have to kind of have a vision and a strategy, and that includes your brand.
Yeah. The great thing about this group is that everyone is bringing something to the table.
Yeah.
And everyone's willingly offering their talents and their abilities and their skill sets to further our cause.
Absolutely. And Jeff's video work, oh my God, and the storylines that we've been putting together, it's just, it's really cool.
We're all coming together, but it's ultimately all for the fans.
And you know
we're
what's
all pitching in
really,
like a Voltron
really
to
cool?
create this product.
Yes.
Right? For people to
It's
enjoy
all
and have
pieces,
fun.
and we understanding your strengths and bringing that to any group project, it's crucial.
Yeah.
As well as understanding your weaknesses.
But also setting people up to succeed.
Yes,
and, like,
not to
giving
fail.
people.
Typically a lot better of a route for
Empowering
sure.
them and saying, okay, there's room to grow. Let's see what we can do.
When I got off the stage for the first time, I was already thinking it, and one of these cats came up to me. I can't remember who it was, Pete or Jeff or someone, or Brock maybe, and they're like, what's really cool is like we all like each other. And that's crucial. I think. Well, I mean, hold on. It fluctuates now. Then, of course, 'cause
Always
we're
one.
human.
Yeah.
We're part human still. Even though we're CHUPACABRAS, we do have human elements because we have dirt and water and personalities. Well, I don't know about that.
multiple.
We certainly don't take ourselves too seriously.
No, we don't.
That's a big
As
part of it.
evidence with this thing, have fun. That's what it's all about, and be a good team. And we are. We're good brother.
That's a
brotherhood,
good
right?
band.
It's so much more fun to see a band that's having fun on stage.
Well, I don't want to do a documentary behind the music with Chupacabras.
Awesome.
Whatever happens. So what do you guys take as musical influences? I know everybody's got their own influences of music you like to listen to, but what are some of your influences?
Where to begin?
Yeah. Just throw out one or two.
Surf rock.
Surf
yeah,
rock.
well, it started with that, but it's kind of evolved in a lot of ways. We have this epic group thread on Facebook Messenger where we're constantly sending each other music. So on our own time, when we're not practicing together, we're all being inundated with all this different musical influence from other members of the band. So by the time we get to practice, like, hey, that one thing that you said, I like that. Why don't we try that? It's like, oh yeah, how about this break from that other track that so and so sent? And so we start to pull together all these different
Bounce off
influences, but
each
we share
other.
constantly. Like it's an open platform for us to always contribute ideas musically.
Yeah, I think there's a strong African influence for sure. A strong Latin influence. It's definitely Afro-Cuban-esque. A lot of West African rhythms and funky vibes, whether they're traditional or more of the modern 70s style of Nigerian funk and stuff like that. That's really, 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 really cool. Of course, the late, great Fela Kuti from Nigeria kind of mixed the James Brown sounds with West African rhythms and created this funk style called Afrobeat. And that just really blows me away. I think that's my favorite kind of music. So I try, and it's like mixing AC/DC with Afrobeat. Try that.
But also your punk rock background as a
Punk
drummer,
rock background,
and then also the surf
energy,
rock
high
music is just
energy.
driving
And
it.
the surf rock is it's punk rock,
Hit you right in the chest.
Yeah, absolutely. So anything rhythmic, and then of course the droning Moroccan sounds. We were talking about that earlier before this interview. That's a great sound. Northwest Africa, it's just droning, and it's there's an element of entertainment, eerie entertainment, as well as spirituality and fun and celebration. And that's kind of what I look for in music. But it's everything.
It's everything.
Patrick, we were talking about. Sometimes he'll be playing trumpet, and I'll be like, man, that's like Freddie Hubbard circa 1976, man.
Yeah.
You can just hear these phrases and these elements of the jazz scene.
I've
the
listened to a lot of jazz.
The American jazz landscape is phenomenal, man.
And the funk,
Yeah, the funk. Oh my God.
The Maceo Parkers, the Carl Denson.
Woo! Yeah, Carl
And
Denson.
even pull from throughout time, like going way back, and even some more modern elements, mixing in some of the different synthesizer and different types of sounds as Brock plays with his feet. A lot of cool things happen from that.
Yeah, I'll just say it again. Brock
Stay on
is
the
a
good
beast.
foot,
Not
Brock.
just for looks.
Brock's a fucking beast, man. And then, of course, Eric, you studied, a lot of Haitian, a lot of, like, crazy Caribbean Afro stuff, man.
Yeah, when I was in New York, living there, I studied Haitian drumming under master drummer Frisner Augustine for many years until he passed away about 7 years ago. And then studied in Mali, West Africa, and studied with a bunch of different people over the years, mostly in New York. But just drawing in a lot of different
some
influences.
places in New York. It was legit, man. I was like, what in the heck?
Yeah, the real deal.
The real deal. It's really cool. And of course, we got a Latin percussionist in the band with Pete, Puerto Rican vibe on the congas, and just all kinds of stuff, man. It's badass.
So it's gumbo.
It is.
It's everything.
Yeah.
Very nice. And you like each other, and you just blend it all together. Throw it in a mixer.
It's like a family.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a tribe, yeah.
There you go.
We were at Jeff's wedding, and then we were all together the whole time. I was like, man, this is like a tribe. We're always hanging out.
Always hanging out.
We always end up together.
Which is a good sign for
Yeah,
a
it's a good
band.
sign.
I think it is. Yeah.
Man, we don't want no Beatles on our hands. All right. Well, now, what's the future for you guys then?
You know, anything goes.
Anything
I think
goes.
we're just having fun. We definitely are all committed to having fun with each other.
Yep.
Not behind closed doors. I'm just going to clarify that really quickly.
Thank you.
Right now,
If there's any
right
ladies
now.
listening, you can call. CHUPACABRAS.com, CHUPACABRASmusic.com.
1-888-HELP.
1-888 don't be crazy. No, wait, hold on a second.
1-800-CHUPACABRAS.
Leave Eric to the branding. Let's leave Eric to the
Right,
branding.
yeah. Poor Patrick.
Oh my God, help us.
So yeah, that's our future.
Our
right there.
future is right there.
It's so bright, he's got to wear shades.
I mean,
it.
for real, I don't think, shades are part of the crucial gear.
Yeah.
It's the last line of defense. And, it's like, you go into battle, wearing your gear.
Against those sleepwalkers out
And,
there.
we love to have fun. We're getting a lot of gigs. People seem to like us. It's always interesting seeing where a river that you believe in, leads. So we're open to whatever will come down the line. We're definitely giving time to this thing, and we'll keep doing it as long as we enjoy it.
It shows in your live performances.
Hey, how much of your own music or covers do y'all do?
I would say it's 50-50.
Yeah, it's about half and half.
About
Right now.
50-50.
I think for our next show, 2 shows at the Sanctuary and Lock-In, I think we're playing probably 2/3 of the set is original material, and then maybe the last third is going to be covers.
All right.
Well, I'm sure you take requests.
We do
Occasionally.
Occasionally.
We will pull it out.
But you
if we know it.
could put a Chupacabra spin on "Take Me to the River,"
Absolutely.
originally by Al Green,
Absolutely.
then by Talking Heads,
Yeah.
and then I've always heard this song. I've always thought you guys could really do it. The old Johnny Cash, "Ring of Fire." It's got a lot of horns.
We
in it.
actually
Funny you
rehearsed
say that. We've
rehearsed
actually
that
toyed
before.
around with that one.
Yeah.
And Eric was singing.
I was singing it. Yeah.
There's been some rock bands did that song. And
Oh
pulled it
yeah,
off,
it's great
Let's
to
give
pull
it a
out
shot.
songs that people are familiar with that they would not ordinarily hear from a band such as ours.
Right.
That's what's fun.
Yeah,
That's
right.
surprising people, as you
Yeah.
were saying earlier.
Yeah.
We're also incorporating a new element to our show, our live performance, which is dancers.
Yes.
Dancers.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
mean like?
So they're actually
Yes,
here
go
waiting
dancers.
outside right now. They're waiting outside on the sidewalk for us to finish this. Fluidity dance troupe. So they're going to be with us at the Sanctuary on 228.
Fluidity's the name of one of the
It's
dancers.
the name of the dance troupe. So they're going to be performing with us
That's
at
something
Sanctuary on 228,
All right.
and then also on 32 at the Lock-In gig.
Really?
Yes, and then beyond. So
This is not a Chupacabra put on.
no. In all
It's
seriousness,
a put on. It's a Eminem. No, we come as we are. We say what we mean, and we mean what we say.
And you
We
bring it
come for
every
you.
night.
Bring it.
We come to play.
I'll tell you.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
We have a few other surprises that we will pull out. We'll have to. We want you to come out 228-32 to see, but we may even have another surprise for you.
and if you find yourself on Kirk Avenue, there's a Chupacabra cocktail.
What?
So,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
At Stellina.
Stellina.
It's the little speakeasy
Yeah,
in the back.
I know where it's
It's
at.
got tequila in it.
It's got
Yes, it
tequila.
does.
Yes, it
And
does.
We
it's
might have to go get
delicious.
one tonight. Just one drink, guys.
Just one.
Yeah.
Famous last word.
Yeah.
Right.
One
so
more.
yeah, grab a
Oh, it is.
Chupacabra, and toast to us.
That's right, and that's dedicated to you guys.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go get one, HB.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give you guys the last word. We're wrapping up here. What's your famous last words for the show? Anything else we left out you want to bring up?
I would posit, if I may, that, life's all about having fun. It's not taking yourself too seriously, it's taking what you do seriously. And, I think when we come to play, we come to really be there for you, the audience. That's the bottom line. And I think we all would concur with that statement. So come on out and have fun with us. We love having fun, we love music, we love life. And we're all about bringing our best, to really throw down. And it's a beautiful thing to witness, not only the band having a good time, but you yourself having a good time. And that's what the Chupacabras are all about.
Now, the listeners, to know your music some, if they've never heard of you, what's some of the covers you do, so that would kind of give people an idea of I know you've said what's the music you do cover?
Some of them pretty obscure, right?
Which is good.
Yeah.
But I've heard, I remember.
It kind of varies from set to set. We have a good, solid pool that we'll just kind of take a few from every time.
Oh, okay.
We cover a couple songs by a band called Kruangbin that plays a lot of really great instrumental music.
From Dallas, Texas, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. And one tune that we play pretty often is called Hellraisers, and that song was the original theme song for the French Spider-Man cartoon in the 60s.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's a fun tune to pull out.
Do y'all do the tequila song?
Yes.
We will pull that out now and then.
Pull that out from time to time.
It's on the request list now.
Yeah. I was in the bathtub listening to music, as I am wont to do when I'm trying to chill out.
That's where he gets all his inspiration.
Yeah, it's the bathtub, guys. With the Epsom salts and a little bit of flavor. Absinthe salt? Absinthe? Epsom.
Yeah.
Epsom salts.
Yes, Epsom
Okay.
salts.
Yeah.
And fragrance, but anyway, I was listening to music and cross-eyed pain.
Fragrance. All right.
You gotta feel fresh when I'm trying to chill out at nighttime, man. It's a tough world out there, people. Come on, take a bath. You can clean that shit right off. So
Cross-eyed and Paleness.
Anyway, yeah, Cross-Eyed and Paleness from Talking Heads, which just came to me. I was like, guys, we gotta play this. And then Justin brought a Angelique Kidjo version of it that had a little bit more of an Afro-funk vibe to it, so we incorporated that, and that's a whole lot of fun to play.
And you did a Tom Waits song, too. if I
Yep.
remember right.
Yeah, Jockey Full of Bourbon.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I'm glad Brock has taken over the vocals of that. I was starting to sound a little too... I don't know what, guys. I was full of bourbon, man. A broken glass full of bourbon. That's one of the lines. That's all I can think of.
Sure
We're in a dark alley of the street light. It's broken. Let's drink, baby.
Your house is on fire. All right, then. Well, let's wrap it up, HB. We're going to go get a Chupacabra at Stellina.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's it.
And you guys, your next performance is...
Sanctuary.
March
Next
28th.
Thursday. Yep.
With opening up for Kung Fu, a
February
killer.
28th, actually.
February 28th.
Jesus, that's
I'm
next Thursday.
jumping.
You gotta edit that part out.
Edit that out. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Next Thursday.
We're always living in the future.
Thursday, February 28th.
Thursday, February 28th.
Yeah, opening up for Kung Fu.
Kung Fu.
At
Kung
the Sanctuary.
Fu,
5
a
Points
killer
Music
funk
Sanctuary.
band. I think they're where are they out of? New York or something? They're a
Y'all
good band.
got other
They're from the
dates
dojo.
too, don't you?
Yeah, we got.
And
Then we have March 2nd.
March 2nd.
Which you
March
can
2nd,
catch the
which is-
free shuttle
Yep.
in a pimpin' Mercedes Sprinter van, decked out leather with video, and there'll be party favors on the van.
Beautiful new theater, too.
refreshments,
The Warehouse
yeah.
Theater's been revamped.
Oh man,
It's a great theater in
It's like
Lynchburg.
1910
Yeah.
renovated theater with just all the ornate beauty you could imagine in an old school theater.
It's going to be a great show.
So come to Rockin' to Lockin' and vote for Chupacabras.
We need your vote.
We do need your vote now.
We do.
Come on now, let's have some fun.
Before we send this guy back to the future, on the count of three, let's go Chupacabras. Unos, dos, tres.
Chupacabras!
Thank you.